Karachi is the food capital of Pakistan, and we are going to push that to its absolute limits tonight. We are about to go inside Chef's Table, which is the first and only fine dining restaurant in the entire country that offers a 14-course journey through Pakistan's diverse flavours. Let's go inside.
Hello, how are you? Good evening.
Hello, lovely to meet you. We have a reservation for Alan and Shannon.
Perfect, thank you so much.
Thank you, shukriya. This is beautiful.
Good, ma'am.
Hello.
Menu, please.
Oh wow, thank you so much. A gold menu? I've never had a gold menu.
Wow, shukriya.
Okay, so the option is the 11-course menu, tasting, or 14.
14 it's going to be.
It's got to do 14, do you think?
I will explain for you.
Okay.
We have tasting menu and we're going to serve you Pakistani fusion food. And we have two menu, 11-course tasting menu and 14-course tasting menu. It's up to you. You want to try 11 course or 14 course?
Ah, okay. So
Both sequences are mentioned here. So
Yes.
please, it's up to you.
I think if we're going to come here and try the local food, I think we've got to go for 14.
Yeah.
Alright. So please, for the 14 course, you have to select one chicken entree,
Yeah?
one beef entree, gravy dishes, and biryani. So instead
Okay.
of mutton, we will serve you mutton chop from set.
Okay.
So you guys okay with mutton chop, seafood, everything?
Everything is good for us.
This, so you have to select this.
Select one, okay.
So
Any
please
that you
apply.
recommend?
Would you like to prefer spicy or non-spicy?
We like spicy as
okay.
well. Yeah, spicy is
Alright,
good.
please. So in the chicken, I will recommend spicy chicken boti. This is very nice.
Okay.
Khara chari boti is also very good.
Yeah.
So you can try this one.
Okay, and we choose the same or
You can
different?
try the different.
Okay, well, we
Because
could
it's shorter
do
portions.
Yep.
that then.
You can get lots of different
Okay.
flavours.
Perfect. Right, well I go for spicy.
Yeah. Which was the other that you recommended?
Khara chari boti is also very good. Makhmali chicken is new in menu. That's also very nice too.
We'll try the new one.
It's up to you.
Go
Okay.
for it. Let's see. What do you go?
So we went for Makmali chicken.
Makhmali chicken.
And this is native from Pakistan.
Yes, sir.
Everything we're going to eat tonight is Pakistani flavours.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
So in a beef entree, I will recommend beef bihari.
Okay, beef bihari.
This will be little spicy.
Okay.
And the smoke pasand is also very chef recommended. So you can try this also.
Excellent.
Okay, I'll go smoked.
Smoked.
Smoke pasanda. And mutton curry is also very nice.
Oh, butter chicken's getting my fancy as well.
Okay.
What are you going for?
Well, I've went for the keema fry and he recommends the mutton.
Mutton curry? That's a tough option. Butter chicken has that love heart beside it. Butter chicken.
Hope there is no allergy to anything.
Nothing at all.
Nothing? No.
We're easy customers.
Looking forward to this, thank you. If, like us, you're a content creator and spend majority of your time editing talking videos, I imagine being able to repurpose your content automatically would be life-saving. Turning your content into short and engaging clips which can capture a wider audience across many different platforms like TikTok, Shorts and Instagram Reels. And in the end, bring in more revenue and it will drive people towards watching your long-form content.
Now, you can do this with the click of only a few buttons with Filmora's Smart Short Clips. Filmora analyses your content and selects key moments and highlights that will be engaging and entertaining to your audience. Now, Filmora does all of the work for you. It creates these short, ready-to-post clips in just a couple of minutes.
So let's use a video of me and Shannon having street food in South Korea and get some clips.
It finds great hooks from multiple moments within the video and rearranges them to viral clips in no time.
This is going to save you time and money and increase your output of content without the need to spend hours of editing or hire a video editor. If you want to find a wider audience whilst keeping your current audience engaged, click the link in the description of this video to download Filmora V14 right now.
Well, first impressions, this is absolutely stunning and the lights throughout the restaurant's got that very romantic feel to it, so it's a proper date night here in Karachi. And look at this, everything is gold. The menu is gold. I have never had a gold menu before to choose my food, so I am so excited to start this dining experience.
So this is a dips and salad.
Yep.
So it's mint sauce, rotisserie chef special, tamarind and chili sauce. These sauces are recommended with salad, so please try it.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Is this your first course? Chef's signature soup with garlic bread.
So first course of the night we have the chef's signature soup. So I have no idea what flavour this will be, and a lovely tasty bit of garlic bread. As you can see, we're in Pakistan, so of course there are spices on top. And I'm actually going to just dip this in. It's got the same sort of colour as potato and leek soup. You can see it's a sort of yellow colour, and I've just realised that this is served in a marble little shot glass. This is so extra. Very buttery. I don't know if that's coming off of the garlic bread or the soup, so we'll try it on its own. Let's see, I need to tip it in. The spoon doesn't fit in the glass. Oh, do you know what? I think that is potato and leek soup, but with all the herbs and spices. It's got a very deep flavour of spice, not chili, but you can just taste all the sort of aromatic flavours. In that you can see the sort of light little bits of red and orange, assuming that's the spices. Wow, that is a good start.
Well, I've obviously got a little bit luckier, so my spoon fits into this beautiful little marble glass. That is unreal. Shannon, you've absolutely nailed that. It's potato and leek soup with all those Pakistani flavours in it. It's something that we would have back home, but with a much more local twist on it. That is unreal.
That was fantastic. Good start.
I could eat that all night. Shukriya.
This
Oh,
is
wow.
second course, amoosh boosh. It's one bite chola puri and cracker chaat.
So we go in one bite.
Oh, yes, you can try in one bite, please.
Okay. So what's in this one?
It's a chola puri, sir.
Chola puri.
Yes.
Wow, it's very delicate. Almost feels like a prawn cracker. And just straight in.
Oh, I thought it was going to be crunchy.
That is absolutely delicious. The outer cracker thing is just like so soft, so delicious. There's like chickpeas and little bits of crunch and crisp on top of this little soft cracker. That is 10 out of 10.
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Seems quite big for one bite. So many different textures in this bite. This is like I don't know, it's like a mix between a little naan bread and also like a poppadom. It's kind of crunchy but also soft. And then you've got the chickpeas, there's garlic, like butter in the bottom, and then these little crunchy crisps on top. And I think there's raisins or sultanas or something sweet in that as well.
And what's inside the green one?
It's cracker chaat. So it's a combination of veggie and it's like a lentil. So with green chutney.
Yeah.
So this.
Ooh.
Oh wow. It's got much more of a fresh, sharper, tangy flavour. And you know, eating these is kind of similar to a street food we've had here in Pakistan, Golgappa. It's not the same thing, but it's probably the closest thing that I could compare it to that we have tried before. And I much prefer this one here. It's got much more of a sharp, in-your-face flavour. I rate that, and it's just peas, beans, all this kind of thing. That is absolutely incredible. I know I said this with the soup, but I could eat an entire plate of them. Just look at that, such a nice, such a lovely, light little snack. It is pretty much, we have these out the Chinese takeaways back in Scotland, we call them prawn crackers. It's the exact same thing. It's just done a completely different way here, and that is the best thing about food. You can mix it up and get a little bit of fusion when you go, Shannon.
I thought he was about to take mine there. Cheers. It's very like zesty and tangy, this one. Even though they had the similar idea, both of them taste completely different, and I actually might say the other one was my favourite, Alan.
I'm going to go for the green one, the second one.
That's good though. So Alan, how would you rate your first 3 bites?
Oh, I'm going to have the soup number 1. Out of the 2 that we just tried, I'm going to take the green one second and the other one third. And yourself?
I am going to disagree with you. Soup number 1, and then I'm going to go for the chickpea little cracker second, and the green one third.
Well, it is not often that me and Shannon disagree on food. That adds a little bit of tension to the evening.
So please now, third course from chicken entree.
Okay.
It's a spicy chicken body you order.
Yep.
And so you order mahmali chicken.
Wow, this looks beautiful.
Thank you, sir. Please enjoy it.
Well, this is where food turns into artwork. Take a look at this. I don't even want to start eating this plate. It just looks so beautiful. Look at the detail, even right down to the tomato there. We have got some lovely chicken. Look at that. Some nice char on the outside. And a wee bit of, I think, olive oil here. We have had meat like this in Pakistan in so many different places, but that is just on a whole nother level. It's so juicy. It's got these little nice crunchy bits on the outside, and it's got all those amazing herbs that gives it that tikka flavour. That is just out of this world. I can't believe this. I can't believe we're eating food like this right here in Karachi. I bet you didn't know you could get this in Pakistan. And then we'll give the potato,
all that garlic.
Potato and garlic. Look at that. It is just covered with garlic on top. The potato's so thin, but it's just fried so quickly, and the outside is just so crispy and crunchy. And there's so much garlic on that you get the crisp of the potato and the crunch first, and then once that's gone, you get all those little minced down bits of garlic, and that's where the flavour comes right from.
Now I have the more spicy chicken, and you'll see we've got two different dips here. One is bright red and one is bright orange, so I'm going to go for the red colour first. Wow, and just as I've cut that, you'll see all the sort of red juices and oil that I've poured out of this chicken. Hope I don't regret choosing the spicy option. That is fantastic. The chicken so juicy in the centre, and you'll see here on the outside there's these black crisped edges which just sort of add to the whole experience. I'm not sure what this dip is. Not sure. It doesn't really add much flavour. It's got the same sort of colour as beetroot, so I don't know if it's like a sort of dip, beetroot dip or something. This is really, really good. I don't know what to say.
This is our fourth course from beef entree. You order is smoked pasanda.
Yep.
And for you, sir, it's beef biryani.
Wow. Look at that. Shukriya.
Cheers. Wow.
That face is, it's good.
Really good. Well, that is what you call a burst of flavour. We have the cottage cheese, the sort of minced stewed beef. It's such a soft texture. On the bottom you have a fried onion, and then it's all placed on a little like chapati. So as you put that in, literally all the flavours just burst in your mouth, and it all comes together so perfectly. Wow.
Look at the way this is just presented, and it's just, again, like artwork. Let's just go and look at that inside. That is just coming away perfectly. Let's get a bit of the beef and the onion. Wow, that beef is just so tender. And you know what? I was thinking when I first ate that although I went for the spicy one, it wasn't that spicy, but wow, you know what? It's starting to develop in my mouth. I can feel it right at the back of my tongue, and I'm pretty sure that that's when you know they've used fresh spices, when the heat comes after you've had the food rather than right away. That is absolutely tremendous. I am so happy I went for this one. Look at the colour of that. You can tell the beef's obviously been marinated for hours. The flavour is just soaked right into the meat. Now obviously we are having tasting menu tonight, but if we were having tasting menu back in the UK, look at this bit of meat here. That is all you would get. You would literally get that amount, but here, do you know what? That's almost like the size of a starter, and that's only one course. Such good value you get.
So much meat here, isn't there? Get a bit of everything. Perfection.
Just look how beautifully that's presented. You know, the cottage cheese goes with that utterly perfectly. I think I actually prefer that one to the one that I chose. That is the number one spot of the food that we have had tonight.
You can have the last one.
No, sure.
You can have it.
You sure?
Yeah. True love.
Mutton chop for you, please.
Wow. Cut it from here?
So it's difficult to eat with knife and fork, so you can try with a hand.
We can do it with my hands? Okay. The real way. Have a look at this. It's been served on a knife, and just like pretty much every other course we've had in here tonight, I do not want to touch this. This is probably the most impressive plate of food, if you can even call it a plate of food, that I've ever seen in my life. And just look at this mutton chop, look at the char marks on the outside of that. That has been absolutely fired. And look, it's that tender that a piece is just falling off as soon as I picked it up. So we'll go for this bit first. Wow, look at that. Look at the seasoning and the herbs on the outside of that. That is just disintegrated in my mouth. Oh my gosh. I cannot explain how juicy and tender and flavourful all that is. And that was only the smallest bit off the bottom. Let me just rip this apart with my fingers. Look at that. You're not supposed to be able to rip meat apart that easily. That is straight to number one. That is absolutely tremendous. That is on a whole another level of anything that I've eaten in Pakistan. That is just utterly phenomenal.
Well, we were advised to just dig in with our hands with this one and get messy and just look at the way this meat tears apart. Alan was right, the meat literally melts in your mouth and you're left with this black crispy coating on the outside where all the herbs have just sort of caramelised and barbecued together. All the flavour is left there. That is absolutely phenomenal. You can just even see the oil and the flavour on my hands have turned a sort of orangey red colour. Now I think there's a reason why this is served on this silver knife. This is the best course of the evening. Enjoying that?
Every last bit.
It's all over your face.
Is it? It's a sign of a good meal.
Oh my god.
So now 6 course. It's a seafood platter here.
Wow.
And it's a glory fried fish and garlic butter prawns.
Okay.
Garlic butter prawns and fish?
It's fried fish.
Fried fish, okay. And goldfish.
And the fish tank.
Yes, the fish thing.
We eat these?
Yes.
We eat these as well. What's this one, sorry?
Cumin rice with chili prawn.
Cumin rice with chili prawn.
Shukriya.
We have to go for the garlic butter prawns first because they're going to go cold quickest. So Shannon, take us away. This might be the most impressive dinner set we've ever had. We have eating seafood off of a fish tank right here in Pakistan.
Whoa, it's massive. Again, you'll just see the amount of garlic and herbs, spices on that. I think this is going to be absolutely delicious. I'm going to half it down the centre so it's a little bit more of a bite-sized piece. Cheers. Wow. Do you know what? They weren't lying when they said this was garlic butter. That is completely coated. I hate when you go somewhere and order something with garlic or butter and you don't get any of the flavour. They have not missed it here. That is phenomenal.
Oh, that is literally like flavour overload. Shannon, you're right. That is just like garlic, garlic, garlic. And I'm so happy about it. That is tremendous. It's not only garlic prawns with this course. We have got a lovely bit of fried fish. Not sure what fish it is, but let's just tear it open. As you can see, there's little seeds in the batter on this side as well, so I am going to guess that they are chili seeds, and this is going to have a little bit of heat, a little bit of fire. It's quite hard to touch still, so you can tell it's just straight out of the fryer. underneath that batter there is just so much flavour. Look, you can see the fish has obviously been marinating in all the typical spices and flavours that we're having tonight, and look how fresh that is. That just breaks away like that. It's not stringy, it's not chewy, it's not overly flaky. That is unreal. And look again, look at the colour. Obviously you can tell it's a white fish and it's just so yellow, so they've obviously put so much work into the actual flavour of the fish and the batter on the outside. That's why this is just like flavour overload.
Thank you so much. Beautiful.
Shukriya. Sorry, I couldn't wait.
Bye, fishies.
Enjoy.
Now, as you will probably know, in the UK, fish and chips is a delicacy. It's pretty much our national dish. There's fish and chip shops in every town and city, at every single corner, from north to south, east to west. Now, if someone opened up a chippy and served their fish like that, you would create generational wealth. That is unreal. That is exactly the kind of flavours that we love back in the UK. Now, if they could do that with their fish and chips, they would be on to the biggest winner. Right, let's see if Shannon's as enthusiastic about me as that. I'm honestly going to go as far as to say that's one of the best bits of fish I have ever had in my entire life.
Well, Alan, expecting big things here. Very right.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, the batter is not soggy at all, but it almost like melts into the fish. And the fact that it actually has seasoning and flavour is just fantastic. All I've put on top of that is a little fresh bit of lemon, and it's added such a nice, fresh, zesty flavour. And as you see, just the amount of seasoning that must be in that to almost turn the fish yellow.
Yeah, somebody in the UK must start that. That will literally take off like that. That is just too good to be missed. We have completely lost count and lost control of this night. This could be course number 9, it could be course number 10. Not a clue, but we've got cumin rice and chilli prawn. Let's get it all on the fork together.
You don't look so impressed.
Do you know what? It's delicious, but it's just not up there with everything else that we've had. Not quite. But it's cool. Tone it down a little bit, and we've got a good one up next, I know it.
Yes. Now it's palate cleanser.
Oh, very nice. Ooh.
So it's going to clean your palate.
Yeah.
You have to try this one. It's a raspberry
Yes.
flavor on top.
Okay.
Cheers.
Wow.
Almost stuck to my tongue.
It's like a little raspberry ice lolly. An early dessert. I love how something so small and delicate like that raspberry little ice lolly to cleanse your palate is served on the dry ice. It is so extra. I absolutely love it.
And it is now 7 and 8 course.
Oh
It's
my
dal
goodness.
makhani and butter chicken
Yep.
with butter naan. And so you order chapli style keema fry with dal makhani. Enjoy.
Now I am slightly worried. We thought we were on course 10 or 11 and the waiter has just said that this is course 8 and 9 and I am starting to get quite full, but this looks absolutely phenomenal. And just look at the way this is served. It's like a garden and a little washing line. The naan bread hanging up the pegs. I'm going straight in for the butter chicken. Just look at that. Isn't that utter perfection? Cheers. That is so creamy and actually has such a strong flavour of tomato. When we've had butter chicken back in the UK, it's not really got that tomato flavour, whereas this one has the mix of two. I am so glad I didn't go for the waiter's recommendation and I went for the butter chicken.
I can't actually remember the name of the curry which I chose, but I know it's mutton and I know it's spicy. And look, you just see it's just sort of been minced down. There's a lovely big green chilli in the middle of that. Let's go. Let's get a lovely bit of this naan in, soak up all that oil, and let's scoop up a nice big heap of that. There we go. Cheers. my goodness. Try it just on its own. Wow, look at the colour of it. It is so dark red. So I think this is going to be quite fiery. Oh wow, that is phenomenal. And the gravy there is just really silky. It's smooth, you can see it's quite oily. It's not making your lips go that moist when you have like really greasy food. It is just so silky. That is absolutely tremendous. Do you know what? I'm going to say it again, that might be my favourite thing we've had tonight. And again, the exact same as when we had the spicy chicken. The spice is coming now, like much later. I've now ate the food and swallowed it, and it's again right at the back of my mouth, starting to slowly build up a little bit of heat. That's unreal.
The next curry we have is the dal, and it's a very dark colour. When we've had dal before, it's usually more like orangey or red, so I wonder if this will also be spicy. It's hard to describe what sort of flavour that is. There's lentils, there's kidney beans, there's yoghurt dressing, I'm guessing there's like tomatoes, and probably a lot of like dark spices to give it this colour. It's not spicy at all, but there is a lot of flavour in that, considering it is just like lentils and vegetables.
You go Mutton biryani for you, and this will be your 9th course.
This is only 9, wow.
Enjoy it.
Well, I'm not going to lie, I am starting to struggle a little bit, and this is an absolutely ginormous portion. Like we said before, this is menu tasting, so it's meant to be tiny, like literally you would expect it to be in that. Look at the size of that, that is absolutely giant. That's like a main course on its own. However, it smells literally incredible. Oh my gosh, look at that. So what do we have? We've got bits of beef, potato, and look at this rice, the colour of it. You see under here, I do the white rice as it is, and the way it's gone completely orange with all those flavours and seasonings. Right, let's just go straight in and look how easy my knife is going through that beef. No pressure at all on that. Cheers. Well, we have had biryani in Bangladesh, we've had biryani in India, and we've had it many times in Pakistan. That is on another level to anything. I don't even know how to describe that. There's just the flavour in that. Look at the colour on this rice, and there's little caramelised onions in here as well. It's actually quite spicy. Didn't expect much spice from this at all, but wow, yeah, my mouth is actually on fire. That's the spiciest thing I would say that we have ate tonight. Unreal. How's Shannon getting on? She's struggling?
Yeah, I feel like maybe we should have went for the 11 courses now. I wasn't expecting the portions to be so big here, but let's give this a try. So we just tried the rice on its own there, and it has so much flavour, and it's actually really soft. It's different to, I don't know, any other sort of biryani rice I've had before, the texture of that. Let's try this mutton. Third time we've had this tonight, mutton. Shocking. I think mutton is the best meat to eat whenever you come to Pakistan. Anything that we've had it in has been absolutely fantastic, even when we had it on the chop, unreal, so good.
Right, we're going to need to play this tactically from now on. The courses seem to be getting bigger and they don't seem to be stopping no matter how well we try and count it. So we've ate the mutton and the rice is going to have to get left because I am starting to get really full, and you know when I get this full my brain starts to slow down. I could sleep like right here. I think we've been eating for, what time is it?
10.
We've been eating for 2 hours and 10 minutes and there's still 3 courses to go, and I think the last 3 are desserts and I hope they are tiny. It was delicious, but I'm getting
Full, yeah.
struggling, yeah. Shukriya, thank you so much.
Wow.
This is your 4th course dessert platter.
Okay.
This is your 10th, 11th, 12th and 13th course. It's a gulab jamun. gajar ka halwa, shahi tukde and pan gelato.
Well, we made it to the final few courses. We are now on dessert, and I think we should start off with this one. It's like a little mini cornetto. I don't know if it's mint flavoured or... Definitely mint. That is a very, very strong flavour. But I love the little waffle cone that it's served in. It's so crunchy on the outside, and it actually has a sort of vanilla taste to it as well.
This is like milk and bread. We tried something similar to this. It was called ras malai. We had it in Lahore. Oh my goodness. Well, I can tell you right away that milk is buffalo milk. It is just so sweet. Buffalo milk is unreal. Some of the best ice cream that we've ever had has been with buffalo milk. It's got such a kind of nuttier flavour to it than normal milk. Almost if there's like a hazelnut or something through it. And this bread sort of thing here just soaks up all of that flavour. Delicious.
Something interesting about the ice cream, which we didn't know, this red here is actually from betel nut. Now you see this all across Asia. People eat it and it makes their tongue and their mouth go really red, and it gives off a sort of sensation. And this is actually the leaf that it is like rolled up in, and they chew it. So that's what this is. It doesn't really have a flavour, I don't think. No, it doesn't really have a flavour at all. But there we are.
You'll see that in pavements in so many countries. They chew it and they spit it out and it's bright red. You'll see it here, India, Bangladesh, we've seen it in Myanmar, Philippines. It is everywhere. So it's really cool to see it used in like a really high-end fine dining format rather than a cheap stimulant on the side of the road. Now this one was made with carrots, and look at the colour of it. This looks like it's going to be extremely sweet. The only time I've ever had carrot with a dessert has been carrot cake, and I absolutely love it. So I expected the same, and I think there's like shaved coconut or something over the top. It's going to be good. Yeah, it's not the same as carrot cake, but it's got the same kind of flavour profile as carrot cake. I absolutely rate that. And exactly as I guessed, it is very sweet. You can see it's just sort of like almost a jam. So it's obviously just been caramelised away in like a pan with lots and lots of sugar. That's phenomenal.
The final dessert of the night is gulab jamun. Now, have we ever tried this?
I don't think so.
Don't think we have. Traditionally, this is obviously an Indian dessert. It's very sweet. I think the same. It's sort of boiled or coated in sugar. That's what gives it that sort of orange colour on the outside. Oh, really good. It's honestly just like a boiled cake and sugar. It's got like a caramel coating on the outside because so much sugar has been used in this, and of course that's what makes it tasty.
And if you haven't already guessed, they have an enormous sweet tooth here in Pakistan. Just look at this here. Everything is sweet, everything is sugary. That is exactly how they like it in this part of the world.
14 course, it's a kava shots.
Shukriya, thank you.
Well, we made it to the end, and I think a tea is a good way to finish it off. Pakistani style, you'll find these little chai stands all over the country. But this one looks a little bit different. Usually you have it and it's very, very milky and sweet. So let's see what this is. It's a herbal tea. It's like lemon or ginger. I think that's a good way to finish off the night. So I'll cleanse everything out and get us straight home to bed. I am absolutely stuffed and exhausted now. Well, let's go and see what the damage is to Alan's wallet, because it's his treat tonight.
Is it?
Thank you so much. That was such a special night. How long has this restaurant been open?
6 years.
6 years?
And the open date is 1st Jan of 2020.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Before COVID.
Before COVID.
Good time to open a restaurant.
It's a beautiful restaurant and such an amazing experience. Getting to try so many different flavours.
Thank you very much.
Shukriya, thank you.
Thank you for an amazing night.
See you later. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Goodbye.
That was delicious. Thank you. See you later. Bye bye.
Good night. Bye. We can walk again.
That cost us £25 each, and that was including 3 bottles of water. That is insane value for money, and that's what you can do here in Pakistan. It's not all just street food. You can come here to somewhere like Chef Table and honestly get one of the best dining experiences that you will have anywhere in the world.